Hi everyone, I'm Nate.
I'm Sarah.
And today we're gonna talk about some more of our firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys seem to kind of like that video, so we're gonna share some more.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that after dating for almost 5 years, we still learn about each other.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge of the questions.
So the first one is the first time traveling without our family. When was the first time you traveled without your family?
Probably when I went to Hawaii. I was 18 and I went and visited a friend of my mom's who I'd never met. And it was on that trip that I was just like, okay, I think every September as a birthday present for myself, as a form of self-care, I'm gonna take myself on a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
That was the last trip I went on alone.
Mine, oh, funny. Mine too. I mean, I went freshman year in high school, so I didn't get an 8th grade trip in my school, and so my little cousin's school in California let me go on their 8th grade trip. So I flew to California by myself, and then we flew to New York. So like, it wasn't as long of a flight as Hawaii, but like, that was my first time traveling without family.
It's really fun.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got someone to travel without you, jeez.
I know, sorry. I know, and now I went on a trip without you.
She gone on a trip without me for a month, so now I get to leave for a month. I'm just plotting it to when it's the best time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Make it as traumatic as possible.
Yeah. The next one is the first time saying I love you. I remember the first time you said it. I mean, I didn't say it like right after, but.
Yeah, I feel like you remember it better than me, so I'll let you tell it.
Okay, so on my birthday, I don't remember. It must have been like 2017. She had written me a card for my birthday, and I had read the whole card, and at the very bottom of the card, it said, I forgot to write something. I looked at her and I was like, what did you forget? And she said, that I love you. She was super cute.
So corny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you weren't like, this is stupid.
No, I loved it. It was so cute. And that was the first time that she said I love you. She said it first.
I did say it first. And then you were like, oh.
And then I said it too.
Yeah.
See, there's another one on this that I was first, and that is part of why I didn't say I love you first. You'll see in a minute. Okay. The next one is the first date. Our first date.
Our first date was, we went to breakfast. And I met you there. And I saw you, like, as I drove by and I saw you waiting outside of the restaurant. I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I have a type or anything, but when I drove past you, I was just like, I already like him. It was something about the way you were standing that was just like the most adorable thing. Yeah.
I do not remember how I was standing. That whole date is like a blur. And it's a blur. I wish I remembered it more, but it's a blur because I was so nervous. Yeah. Like, I was so like in my head about everything.
I think it sounds really weird, but him being nervous made me more comfortable.
No, I understand that. But,
see, I felt it as in like, he really cares about this date.
Yeah. I did a lot.
And that you weren't just like, I've got this in the bag. Like, that is not a good energy to bring into a date, is when you're like sitting there and you're like, I can tell this guy thinks I like really am having like an amazing time right now. You're like, will you calm down, sir?
Okay, so the next one is the first pet names.
Oh, okay.
I just called you babe.
I thought you meant the name of my pets.
Well, maybe that's what you meant, but it just says pet names, so I don't know whether you meant like pet names or like our pet names. Okay, so the first like pet name that I called her was Babe, and my first pet name was Princess Peach. She was a hamster.
Thank you for not calling me Princess Peach. I feel like I'm not a big pet name person. Like, I don't normally call people by pet names. I'm like the weirdo that calls their parents by their first name. So I honestly, the first and still the one I use the most is Love. Like, I just call you Love. And then my first pet that I remember naming was a dog, and her name was Rosie. I was obsessed with the name Rose when I was a kid.
Okay, the next one is the one that I'm sure everyone on this channel has been waiting for. Our first argument. Because I feel like sometimes people watch like couples on YouTube, they like seemed like so perfect and stuff. Our first argument, I don't remember how long we had been dating, but I was at work. I'm sure she was at home. It was like my mom's birthday or something. Someone's birthday. And like normally, this changed. And I kind of didn't realize the change as much. I'm sure, like, I don't know if she'd been to any of my other family stuff, but she probably realized the change more than I did because I was so used to it. But basically, all events with my family used to go extremely late. And we adopted another little girl. And so things stopped going so late, and my parents kind of stopped doing that. But she was like, I think it was like dinner too, and like, but like she texted me like at work, and now she was like, she wants to possibly go to she wants to go to a concert after my mom's birthday, and I was like, yeah, I was like, sure, like if it's over by then and stuff, like yeah, we can do that, but. And then it was like over text, and then it was like the dumbest thing in the entire world. It was, I saw this and I thought about it. It was literally the dumbest thing in the entire world.
What was the argument?
You were saying that I was being dismissive of the fact that you wanted to go to the concert, and I was like, it's my mom's birthday. I'm not like trying to leave early or like be worried about trying to go to a concert on my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So like, I was kind of like,
what was the concert?
I don't know. We went too. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, but that was it. It was the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, I think we both like literally laughed like the next couple of days. We were both like, that was the dumbest thing ever.
If I recall, like we had plenty of time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about plenty of time. Well, we got there when the person went on. We missed the openers and missed like the door opening.
How do you not remember what the concert was?
I don't.
Wait,
okay.
How was it? Our first argument wasn't until like almost a year in.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's like, yeah, for real. Like, our first argument wasn't until a year in. And it wasn't even like a real argument because we were texting each other.
Yeah. Text arguments don't count.
This one, you can tell.
What is it?
First car.
Oh, yeah. So, we're the outliers in that neither of us started driving until we were in our, until we turned 20.
20? Was it 20?
Yeah, I think we were like 21 when we got our licenses.
Holy shit, we're 24.
I know.
I thought that wasn't that. I was like 20, I'm 21. I was like, oh no, we're 24.
I know. But we didn't start driving till we were older, and I literally, like, I hate driving. I really don't like it. It makes me very anxious. I'm very aware of how dangerous driving is. Even if you are a super safe driver, it's like sometimes it's not up to you whether your drive is going to be safe or not. So driving terrifies me. I'm also not very good at focusing, so I feel like driving, this is a really bad idea for me. But I felt so much pressure to get my driver's license because I was like, I felt like a child not having my driver's license, which now I feel like I understand why I felt that way, but I'm also like, it wasn't a big deal because since I've gotten my driver's license, I've driven twice. He drives all the time.
Yeah, but I like driving. It used to like stress me out before, but like now I'm like, it still stresses me out like in some situations, but like I'm kind of
But then so after we both got our driver's licenses, we started looking at small cars that were going to be very like a fuel efficient, and we were just going to share one.
We almost bought a Fiat that was a little death trap.
Yeah, it was. The person was selling it. It was a used car, but the person was selling it as like completely safe, and we took it to a mechanic, and they were literally like, this will fall apart. Like
they said the car had obviously been totaled and then shoddily put back together by not using new parts but just welding the old parts back together. Like if you were to get into an accident in this car, thank God I've still not been in an accident. They're like, if you were to get in an accident in this car, if you were to be hit from the front, you would die.
Yeah. So thankfully we did not end up with a Fiat.
No.
We ended up like, after we got, I think we got kind of tired of looking for cars for a little while, so we took a bit of a break, and then we decided that we wanted to go on a road trip that summer, because this was in the spring, so we decided that we were going to take the whole summer and do a road trip, so we bought a van. So our first car for both of us, which we bought together, was a 97 Astro van, and then we converted it over the spring of my last year of college, and then we took that baby Astrid on a 3-month road trip from Portland to the San Juan Islands off Washington, all the way across the country.
We went up into Canada, we went to Montreal and Quebec.
And then down to DC, and then back across.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was fun.
Couldn't have asked for more in a first car. And then we sold it for more than what we bought it for since we had converted it. And it was so cute because we got to sell it to somebody who during the pandemic, or at the beginning of the pandemic, she was going to go on a little bit of a road trip herself. So it was very cute to be able to be like, okay, you can have this and have it, make your own memories with it. So cute.
Yeah. So this next one is the reason why I did not say I love you first, and I was definitely in my head about this.
Curious.
First time referring to each other as a couple or boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh my god.
And this one falls on me. It was one of those like moments where it was an accident and I was just talking, and then the second I said it, I was like, so we were walking to the empanada place.
Yep.
It was late at night and we were walking and we were about to go get some dinner. It might not even been late, probably just like before daylight savings, so it was like 5 o'clock and pitch black. But they were like, I don't even know what I was thinking, but I just said, and I was just like, man, now we're like one of those couples that I used to like get so mad when I saw, and I was just like, did I just call us a couple?
And then you said that, like, now we're one of those couples, and I was like,
I was like, did I really just say that?
It was really funny because I could tell he was like, in his mind, reversing it, trying to take it back. But I was like, it was so adorable, and I was on board, so.
I was very lucky that she was.
You were like, please call me back tomorrow. Please call me back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it made him a little hesitant.
Just a little bit. I guess this one's gonna be on you because we watched this. We did it because of you. First show we watched together.
Oh, we watched The Challenge.
Yes.
So my sister and I used to watch The Challenge, and it's just like a very fun show to watch. And so it's a great show to watch with somebody, like to hang out and watch. Because you're just constantly, you can talk over it, you can constantly laugh.
You don't have to pay attention to anything.
No.
Like, we watched The Challenge, and
we
didn't watch all of it.
Yeah.
This is not the first show we watched all of.
We just like picked a season, and I think, or whatever season I was watching.
Yeah.
And then we just
kept
like,
going from there.
Yeah, we would set out like 3 different kinds of cereal, and we'd just like have cereal for whatever meal it was and watch The Challenge.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was good.
Okay, this is going to be the last one. The first time, like, feeling comfortable around each other, like not like, you know, that like not that like first date feeling where you're like nervous or you're trying to like make them like you or like whatever, like the first time feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Apparently for me it was that time we were walking empanadas. I was just super comfortable.
I think the first time I felt like, I have to say like the most comfortable is like when you moved in, when I moved home and you ended up basically moving in with me as well. Because we were just like, we were together all the time. I think when I let you into our basement when it was messy, because I'm so like, I can be so guarded, and because I'm so neat and tidy, and that's always like what I like to give off is like that energy, because that seems to like represent me 99% of the time. So letting you see something that like was partly my problem be messy, I was just like, okay, you're stuck with me now.
For me, I don't know whether it's between like the first time she went to like a large family event and I was just like, all right, well, now she's seen the crazy. Or I think the real one though might be like the first couple days into our trip to Spain.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think after like the first couple days, I was just like, I mean, obviously we're pretty comfortable with each other before going to Spain for 2 weeks.
Why you when your sister let me hold her baby? I was like, if she can trust me with your...
Yeah, I would say like a couple days into the Spain trip.
Yeah.
But then again, like for most of that time before, I think I maybe said this on this channel before, but like before her, I never had a relationship last longer than a month.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of always just like, had to like waiting for what something's gonna happen and she's gonna break up with me.
Yeah.
I was kind of like waiting for it. I think after like a couple days into that trip, I was like, okay, I can like stop waiting for it and kind of just like enjoy this.
Yeah. Agreed. I think I felt pretty comfortable with you immediately, so it's like trying to find like the big moment I felt more comfortable is really hard. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so that's the last question, but we did want to mention our background's a little bit different today.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
So we're in the same room, but we're giving our editing and filming space a makeover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll show you guys once it's more finished, but so far it has literally just one coat of paint. So, so we'll see you soon.
Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.